thornfield was burning with gold. He kissed me beside the old mailbox, and his hands in my hands were cold. I stood in the road till the dust cleared. I stood till the sun went to gray. I've been standing in that same road ever since, and he's been gone every day. Thornfield widow, thornfield wife, waiting at the edge of a half-lived life. Set his plate at the table still, pours coffee on the windowsill. Thornfield widow, thornfield door, open every night as it was before. He's coming back, that's what I say. He's coming back, just not today. The telegram came on a Wednesday. The boy wouldn't look at my face. I read it 3 times before it made sense, and then I put it back in its place. I folded it up with his letters. I tied them with ribbon and twine. Some things you just keep in a drawer in the dark. Some wounds you just keep as your shrine. Thornfield widow, thornfield wife, waiting at the edge of a half-lived life. Set his plate at the table still, pours coffee on the windowsill. Thornfield widow, thornfield door, open every night as it was before. He's coming back, that's what I say. He's coming back, just not today. My daughters say come live with us in town. Say the farm is too much alone. I tell them the thornfield needs tending, and somebody has to be home. When the briars come up through the garden, when the gate swings out in the wind, I could swear I hear boots on the gravel, and I'd rather stay here than go in.
sits on the old levee fence and watches the water go by. He's been there every morning for 30 years, at least that long by my eye. My father called it a bad omen bird, said it shows up when someone will drown. He said the mudcrow watched the levee break in '65 and watched the whole third war go down. Mudcrow ballad, mudcrow eye, watching everything before it dies. Mudcrow perched on the sorrow fence, watching since before it all made sense. Mudcrow ballad, mudcrow wing, black against the sun, announcing everything. It never cries and it never calls, it just watches from the levee wall. I've seen it on the morning a child was lost. I've seen it the day the mill closed down. I've seen it sitting on my own front gate the morning I nearly left this town. I walked out to it with my packed up bags. It looked at me and didn't move. I put my bags back in the hall that day. I don't know what I had to prove. Mudcrow ballad, mudcrow eye, watching everything before it dies. Mudcrow perched on the sorrow fence, watching since before it all made sense. Mudcrow ballad, mudcrow wing, black against the sun, announcing everything. It never cries and it never calls, it just watches from the levee wall. Last spring I found the mudcrow on the ground beneath the levee fence at dawn, lying still with its wings spread perfect wide, like it knew how to be gone. I buried it beside the water's edge, I marked the spot with a piece of white stone. Since then the levee's been quiet in the mornings, and I've been more alone. We were born on the dirt roads between the mountains, where the pavement gave up and the gravel began. We grew up on the songs that our grandparents carried from countries that no longer held the same land. We learned that the dark is just part of the singing. We learned that the wound is part of the song. We learned that the ones who are gone aren't gone fully. We carry the dead as we carry along. Dirt road sunset. Dirt road songs rising up from the clay. Dirt road songs at the end of the day. Sing it low, sing it long, sing it into the ground. Sing it for everyone lost and not found. Dirt road songs in the throat and the chest. Dirt road songs for the ones who need a rest. We have worked in the fields and the mines and the kitchens. We have worked in the cold and the heat and the dark. We have buried our children and buried our parents, and buried the things that were closest to heart. We didn't choose beauty, we found it in hardship. We didn't choose song, song chose us instead. The dirt road song is the sound of a people who sang because silence would leave them for dead. Dirt road songs for the living and dead. Dirt road songs for the words left unsaid. Dirt road songs rising up from the clay. Dirt road songs at the end of the day. Sing it low, sing it long, sing it into the ground. Sing it for everyone lost and not found. Dirt road songs in the throat and the chest. Dirt road songs for the ones who need a rest. Now we stand at the edge of an unfamiliar country, where the old songs are fading and nobody's sure whether the singing is worth what the singing costs, whether the old words still open the door. But I'll sing till the dirt road is swallowed by concrete. I'll sing till the last gravel stone is covered in black. I'll sing for the ones who came before and carried. I'll sing to bring something of all of them back. The bell in the hollow rings itself at midnight, has done since the flood of 1809. When the bell ringer's family went under, and the water rose past the steeple line. Nobody touches the rope in the tower. The rope hangs coiled and still, but every midnight the bell in the hollow rings out across the hill. Dead bell hollow, dead bell ring, ringing for the ones who couldn't swim. Dead bell hollow, count the
toll.
One ring for every borrowed soul.
Deadbell hollow, listen close.
The bell remembers every ghost.
It counts them out in the midnight air.
Deadbell hollow,
we're all there.
The parish priest tried to silence the bell.
Cut the clapper out in the fall.
But the bell rang louder than it had before.
Without the clapper there at all. He packed his cassock and he left by dawn.
Said the hollow was older than God.
The new priest never spoke about the bell, and we never thought it odd. Deadbell hollow, deadbell ring,
Ringing for the ones who couldn't swim.
deadbell hollow, count the toll.
One ring for every borrowed soul.
Deadbell hollow, listen close.
The bell remembers every ghost.
It counts them out in the midnight air.
Deadbell hollow,
we're all there.
my grandmother was born the year of the flood.
She said she always slept right through.
Said the bell was just the hollow breathing.
Said she was family of the drowned too.
I lie awake and count the rings at midnight.
Try to put a name to each. 12 rings in the hollow every midnight.
For the ones who stayed just out of reach.
Preacher came through in August with a tent full of heat and lies. He laid his hands on every willing sinner and he looked at them with copper eyes. He took the offerings and he healed the lame, or said the lame were healed. By morning he was 3 towns down the road and the lame were in the field. Coppermouth gospel, coppermouth word, sweetest poison you ever heard. Coppermouth preacher, coppermouth grace, salvation with a coppermouth face. He'll take your money and he'll take your faith. He'll leave you standing in an empty space. Coppermouth gospel going down smooth till you realize you've been made a fool. My aunt believed him when he said her cancer was washed in the blood of the Lord. She gave him every dollar she had saved and thanked him for his word. The doctor doctor said come back in every month, but she put faith over medicine. By October she was gone, and the preacher was in another state again. Coppermouth gospel, coppermouth word, sweetest poison you ever heard. Coppermouth preacher, coppermouth grace, salvation with a coppermouth face. He'll take your money and he'll take your faith. He'll leave you standing in an empty space. Coppermouth gospel going down smooth till you realize you've been made a fool. Tracked him to a town in Tennessee. I sat in the back of his tent. I watched him work the crowd like a craftsman works, like he always knew where the money went. I stood up when he called for the offering plate, and I said what I had to say. The tent was quiet as a grave all through it. Then he smiled and looked away. I dug a hole behind the churchyard wall where the preacher never looks. I buried every promise that I made, every lie inside my books. The soil took my name without a word. The worms don't ask you why. A man can disappear into the ground just as easy as he'll die. Hollow graves, hollow ground, hollow is the only thing I found. God don't answer out here in the dark, just a silence where there used to be a heart. Hollow grace, hollow road, I've been carrying a man I don't know, walking through this life like borrowed time. Hollow grace was never mine. My mother kept a photo on the wall of a man I used to be. She dusted off on Sunday after church, like she still believed in me. I called her once in October rain. She didn't pick the phone. Some people keep the
dead alive, and some just keep alone. Hollow grace, hollow ground, hollow is the only thing I found. God don't answer out here in the dark, just the silence where there used to be a heart. Hollow grace, hollow road, I've been carrying a man I don't know, walking through this life like borrowed time. Hollow grace was never mine. The winter came and took the last old oak that stood beside the fence. I didn't mourn it long, I recognized the way that dying went. Now I sit out on the rotten porch and watch the field go gray, wondering if the hole I've dug back there is wide enough someday.
The bleak marsh stretches to the edge of seeing, where the sky and the ground become one. No tree grows out there and no bird lands under the winter sun. My father walked into the bleak marsh once on a January afternoon. He said he needed to be where nothing grew. He came back by the moon. Bleak marsh lament, bleak marsh cold. Bleak marsh is what you go to when you fall. Bleak marsh cold, bleak marsh wide. Bleak marsh is where the grief goes to hide. Bleak marsh lament, bleak marsh gray. I walk out to the bleak marsh today. Let the nothing hold me for a while. Let the bleak marsh walk me the last mile. The bleak marsh has a sound you can't describe, a kind of ringing without bells, a vibration in the frozen ground itself that the winter marsh exhales. My mother said it was the bones of things that died there long ago, still resonating through the frozen peat, in a key only the dead know. Bleak marsh lament, Bleakmarsh cold, bleakmarsh is what you go to when you fall. Bleakmarsh cold, bleakmarsh wide, bleakmarsh is where the grief goes to hide. Bleakmarsh lament, bleakmarsh grey, I'll walk out to the bleakmarsh today. Let the nothing hold me for a while. Let the bleakmarsh walk me the last mile. I go there on the days I can't explain, the days that have no reason for their weight. I stand at the edge where the marsh grass ends, and I breathe out what I can't translate. The bleak marsh takes it without judgment, without offering anything back. Sometimes the best a landscape offers is just its cold and absolute black.
They called him a saint when he healed the Watkins girl who'd been sick since she was 3. He laid his hands on her at the river bend, and she walked home clear and free. I knew him when he was just a man, before the stories made him glass. I knew the things he did in his own darkness. I watched the ember years go past. Emberglass saint, emberglass glow. Emberglass is what you make of what you know. Half the fire and half the shine, half the darkness claiming to be divine. Emberglass saints, emberglass clear, showing what the people need to hear. I won't call you liar, I won't call you true. Emberglass saint, I just knew you. He came to me one winter and confessed without the costume of his name. He sat at my table and he wept a long time. He told me everything that he became. He said the Watkins girl had been improving 3 days before he touched her side. He just arrived at the right moment, wept. He said he couldn't hold the tide. Emberglass saint, emberglass glow. Emberglass is what you make of what you know. Half the fire and half the shine, half the darkness claiming to be divine. Emberglass saint, emberglass clear, showing what the people need to hear. I won't call you liar, I won't call you true. Emberglass saint, I just knew you. died in March, the whole county mourned. They put his likeness in the church. I sat in the back pew at the funeral and watched them worship from my perch. The saint they loved was partly true and partly the story that the story needs. All saints are made of emberglass and darkness. All saints begin as seeds.
I speak to the ash tree every morning, my lips at the root where it splits. I tell it the names of my dead in order, the names and the dates and the bits. The ash tree has listened for 30 years, its roots have grown around my voice. The forest keeps its own kind of record. The forest doesn't ask you to rejoice. Ashroot prayer, ashroot name, ashroot holds what I cannot claim. Speak into the roots, speak into the woods, speak everything I could and couldn't and should. Ashroot prayer, ashroot vow, the ash tree is the only altar now. I'll kneel in the mud with my forehead down. Ashroot prayer in the root brown ground. There was a woman before me at this tree. I found her initials cut deep in the bark. She came before the wars, before the roads, before the village lost its dark. I wonder what she whispered in the wood, what dead she named in the rain. The ash tree holds her prayers and mine together. The tree doesn't separate our pain. Ashroot prayer, ashroot name, ashroot holds what I cannot claim. Speak into the roots, speak into the woods, speak everything I could and couldn't and should. Ashroot prayer, ashroot vow, the ash tree is the only altar now. I'll kneel in the mud with my forehead down. Ashroot prayer in the root brown ground. The council says the ash tree has to come down. Disease in the bark, so they say. I've been sitting at its roots 3 days straight. I don't think I'm moving away. Let them come with their saws and their helmets on. Let them take what the tree is above. They cannot cut out the 30 years of whispers. They cannot cut out the names of my love.
fox died under the woodpile last January. I found it when the snow withdrew. Its bones were clean by March, picked perfect by whatever winter creatures do. I kept the skull on the windowsill through April and talked to it in the dark. Something about the hollow of an eye socket helps a man find the mark. Foxbone winter, foxbone cold. Foxbone is how the story gets told. Something dies so something understands what lives beneath the skin of frozen lands. Foxbone winter, foxbone night. Foxbone is what you hold in the light when the living can't give you what you need. Foxbone winter, foxbone creed. My neighbor said it was unhealthy talk to speak to dead things in the house. I said she kept a portrait of her dead husband in every room in the house. She never answered, just looked at her hands. I think she understood. Some grief takes the shape of what it finds. Some grief takes what it should. Foxbone winter, foxbone cold. Foxbone is how the story gets told. Something dies so something understands what lives beneath the skin of frozen lands. Foxbone winter, foxbone night. Foxbone is what you hold in the light when the living can't give you what you need. Foxbone winter, foxbone creed. By April I returned the skull to the woodpile, put it where the fox had lain. The spring came on and covered it with moss, and I didn't need it again. But every January when the cold comes hard and the silence fills the wood, I think about that clean and perfect skull, and I think it understood.
The willow by the creek was where we carved our names into the bark. I go there every summer still to check if if the names survive the dark. The bark has grown around the letters now. The way skin grows around a scar. The tree absorbed what we put into it and made it part of what they are. Willowscar memory, willowscar name. The tree keeps growing all the same. Willowscar morning, willowscar night. Names inside the wood and out of sight. I put my hand on the bark and I feel everything that time can't fully heal. Willowscar memory carved in deep. Willowscar is the name I keep. You've been gone 11 years this August. I keep the counting without thinking now. Grief becomes arithmetic eventually. The when and where and how. The willow doesn't know you're gone from here. The willow doesn't track the years. It just grows around the scar and keeps on going the way a river clears. Willowscar memory, willowscar name. The tree keeps growing all the same. Willowscar morning, willowscar night. Names inside the wood and out of sight. I put my hand on the bark and I feel everything that time can't fully heal. Willowscar memory carved in deep. Willowscar is the name I keep. My daughter found the willow last September. She put her hand where I always put mine. She didn't ask me whose name was inside. She just stood there a long time. Some things a child knows without the asking. Some griefs they inherit whole. I watched her hand on the bark and I understood. The willow holds our whole family soul.
The congregation left before the frost, left the hymnals on the floor. Brother James was found inside the well. Nobody looked no more. The deacon said the Lord provides for all. The deacon took the land. We sang the hymns with empty bellies then. bloody tithe in hand. Crooked hymn, crooked hand, crooked cross upon this crooked land. Sing it low, sing it wrong, we've been singing the crooked hymn too long. Crooked God, crooked grace, crooked smile on a crooked face. Still I bow my head and mouth the words, crooked hymns for a crooked world. My sister took the veil at 17. Said she heard the calling clear. By 23 she'd wept the veil to rags, and the Lord had disappeared. I watched her sit in empty churches then, talking to the stones. Some people pray so hard and long enough they learn to be alone. Crooked hymn, crooked hand, crooked cross upon this crooked land. Sing it low, sing it wrong, we've been singing the crooked hymn too long. Crooked God, crooked grace, crooked smile on a crooked face. Still I bow my head and mouth the words, crooked hymns for a crooked world. On Sunday morning all the trucks are gone from the gravel parking lot. The steeple leans a little to the east, like everything that's rotting off. I light a candle not for God above, but for the ones below, the ones who never got the crooked hymn, the ones the Lord let go.
With its beak, I knew by the old signs my grandmother taught it had something terrible to speak. I opened the sash and I offered my hand. It stepped on my wrist without fear. It looked in my eye with its mirror black eye and said what I dreaded to hear. Raven testament, raven word, darkest message ever spoken and heard. 3 knocks for the dying, 1 knock for the dead, 1 knock for the truth you've been running from instead. Raven testament on my wrist, nothing that loves you can ever be missed. Raven, fly back to the place that you came. Raven, take me along all the same. Came from a long line of women who read what the ravens brought. She said said every family has a blackbird who carries the things that can't be taught. She showed me the marks on the old kitchen door frame, notched for every message received. 300 years of bad news in the morning, and still the family believed. Raven testament, raven word, darkest message ever spoken and heard. 3 knocks for the dying, 1 knock for the dead, 1 knock for the truth you've been running from instead. Raven testament on my wrist, nothing that loves you can ever be missed. Raven, fly back to the place that you came. Raven, taking me along all the same, all the same. Is gone now, but left 1 black feather balanced on my windowsill. I haven't moved it for 7 long months, and I doubt that I ever will. Some messages you carry in your hand, some you carry in your chest. The raven only tells you what you know.